Hello everyone, we're going to talk today about how to squirrel proof your bird feeder. One of the most annoying things for bird feeder owners and bird lovers is to see them get scared away and all the food being eaten up by squirrels and other animals. Now I could tell you that I have created a couple of different versions of a squirrel proof bird feeder, but some of them look like some kind of crazy contraption that you'd see in a circus, which we didn't really want to have in the yard. So if you're having squirrel issues like you see in this picture, where the feeder is just loaded with squirrels, then I've got a really simple and inexpensive solution that I came across, and I've done this on my bird feeder, and squirrels have not been able to touch it ever since. So I bought these things. These are, now don't freak out when you see this. These things are pointy feeder guards that will keep the squirrels off of your feeder. Now they were originally designed to keep the birds off of certain areas of your home, like say on your roof line, your gutters, or some other places where you don't like birds to perch. And some people also use them to maybe keep cats off of things. And they're not going to hurt you. They hurt, but they won't hurt you, if that makes sense. You're not gonna get stabbed by these things, but when you touch it, you'll go, ow, like that. Kind of, if you've ever had those, depending on how old you are, those clear plastic mats that you put over your carpet so you don't wear away the carpet, but underside have these prickly things where if you stepped on it with your bare feet, that's what these things feel like. But they look scarier. And like Godzilla's teeth or something. So the squirrels can see it before they even try it. I could tell you that when I put these on my feeder, no squirrel jumped up on it or jumped down on top of it and got hurt, because they could kind of see it, and they just got spooked and didn't even try ever since. So we haven't had squirrels. So let me just show you here on what it looks like. Okay, so what I did was, I'm gonna lift this thing up here. I installed them underneath, and you can see underneath they have these screw holes that you could use to screw into your feeder. You could put them underneath like I did, because the squirrel was jumping up. First the squirrel was jumping up here where it could grab on and pull itself up, and I put this one here and one on the opposite side right at the same time, and I didn't have anything on the side. And then they kept jumping off, and Mrs. Flannel Guy and was saying they're still getting up there, and these guys were grabbing onto this 3/8 of an inch lip and pulling themselves up and getting in. So then I installed them on the side here. So you can install these a couple of ways. So you can see some screw holes there. Okay, they're already pre-drilled, and you can just sink a little 1-inch drywall screw or something small, some small wood screw to hold it in. The other thing that I've used, and I'll show you where, is this 3M heavy-duty clear double-sided tape. I'll show you where I use that. So I've got this protection on the top that keeps the squirrels from jumping down. Well, it wasn't stopping them. They were getting down easily despite the long jump, and until I put these things on the top. And this thing, you can buy that in the local home improvement store. I'll also link to that thing too in the description, but that goes on here. Let me set it up for you. Okay, so like this, and now it stops them from coming down from the top and from the bottom. And so up here, we use the clear double-sided tape to hold it on the plastic. I didn't want to drill through the plastic. You can kind of see it underneath. Now, we've just had a snowstorm, and this morning the birds are really active. The squirrels on the bottom picking up any extra scraps that they can get, but not able to get onto the feeder unless they see these and they just get spooked. So these things are not expensive, and they sell them in multiple quantities. This is the box that it came in. I think I had, I don't know, maybe 8 or 9 of these total. I forget, 1, 2, 3, 4, It was more than enough, and I have 3 extra lengths to take, and I was able to do this whole feeder. So I'm going to link to the smaller box that I used, and it was really super easy. And I was just amazed at all the other things we were doing to keep the squirrels off, and this is what worked. I'm going to show you what this looks like outside hanging from the tree now. And this is what it'll look like after, trying to get the sun glare out of here. After it's installed, you can see, the birds love it. It's later in the day. In the morning, there's a ton of them out here. And the squirrel, although it can jump up from the bottom and jump off of the tree limb from the top, is now not willing to do so. And it's completely squirrel proofed and ready to go. Didn't cost that much. Again, the link down below in the description and the first pinned comment will show you where I bought these things, and really easy to install. So hopefully this is helpful to you and you can squirrel proof your bird feeder. And if this was helpful, definitely hit that like button for me. Have a great day, everyone.